Welcome everyone to another Tracks on Sundays. I'm Tracks to Max and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, today we're back on the free-to-play account. I just noticed it's been a while since I've actually uploaded anything regarding this account. Don't worry, I haven't quit it yet. I'm actually working very hard on it. We just finished the Amic Fusion, which really was a hit or miss, and I'd say there was literally a 50-50 shot at not even obtaining it. It came down to the champion chase giving us enough epics to actually get enough points to obtain Amic, and at the end of it all I had no shards left. I had 140 gems left in the bank, no energy pots, no ascension pots, no nothing really. I was just completely out of resources, but we did manage to get him. Now let's take a look at what day we're on right now. We're on day 227, and at the moment there is a 2x chance of voids. Tomorrow there's going to be 2x chance of ancients, and I think for now that I'm just going to start saving up some sacreds for a fusion down the line, but I don't really want to do the next fusion on this account. Why is that? Well, we just recently got Newt and now Emic Trunk Heart, so 2 fusions in a row, and we're kind of drained of our resources right now. Not only that, but the thing is, well, if you look at my account at the moment, there's a couple of things that we need to start building out. So Amic is one of them. He has 0 books in his A3, so we're gonna have to try and land those at some point. But you know, if get a bit of bad luck, it's gonna be all in the A1 or another one here. So it could take another 6 legendary books to get this guy his books. So that's kind of the reason why I'm actually pulling today and tomorrow. I just noticed that we have the Sun Wukong chase going on, and we're probably gonna get this on Monday. So I probably won't be logging in on Monday just to be able to collect this on the CVC that's on Tuesday, which will net us an extra 30,000 points. So I gotta remind myself not to log in on Monday so that I can actually get that, because that's kind of huge, right, for CVC, even if it's just for the rewards that you get during CVC. Let's see here, anything of interest? Not that I have the souls for it, but there's a Naya. See, I have like a couple of interesting champions to work alongside this guy, right? I've been thinking about some comps with him, because he does a lot of cool stuff that seem to interact very well with Brogni. So like the shield increase here, he places a shield, 30% of this champion's max HP. Like usually Brogni gets mixed with a Krisk, which gives a 50% max HP shield, but 30 is still, I'd say, reasonable, right? Especially because he can help a little bit by growing the shield as well, and he actually makes it so that Brogni gets back to his A2 more often, right? So this is potentially like a 2-turn cooldown, I guess you could say. Throw in a Paragon in there and maybe you're like constantly extending. I don't know. Those are like kind of thoughts in my head I've been playing around with, but haven't really built anything with yet because, well, again, resources, right? I think this gal right here also needs like a bunch of books still. Yeah, she landed all our books in her A1 and her A2, as you can see. Of course, only one in the A3, so that's another one that I'm trying to work up right now, because I think she's, at the very least, she could be used in a comp with Amic and Skull Crusher. There's like a budget Amic Trunk Heart clan boss team out there that I believe can 2-key with Skull Crusher and Painkeeper, so something like that is always something that's going to be nice for us to look out for. But I do also kind of want to use some kind of Brogni team. Maybe just throw Brogni in the mix there. I'm really not sure yet. Newt also is just such a boss, dude. He's been phenomenal. I don't even think he's booked yet. No, he's not even booked yet because I just don't have the books. I was trying to work before Emma came around. I was trying to work on a clan boss team with basically a double ally protection team with a Snick Track and Skull Crusher being the ally protectors, right? Having the Brogni in there, and I don't recall what all the champions were. Yeah, I was kind of testing all kinds of stuff, really. Now, at the moment, we've stepped away from the Maruka comp that we were using. Thank God, because, I mean, as nice as that was for the early game, right? On day 83, we had our Ultra Nightmare going already. That's pretty damn fast. It was still a pain in the butt to do the 4 keys every day and, you know, the 5-minute preparation every time. And if it failed, you have to start over, so it's another 5 minutes. So now, right, as you can see, we are actually 3 keying it, and it's full auto. So I just put this on, and it'll do enough damage for me. I can also 1 key Nightmare with this team. So the Terrace, Claude for the increased speed, accuracy buff, which really helps guys like him, like the Terrace. Land his attack down as well. Brogni, obviously a beast. Even better so on Affinity. Venomage is the last champion that we pulled in the previous video, and has proven her spot in this specific team right here. I think if I would have a little better gear and I would tune this, because you may not believe it, but this is actually not even tuned. I just kind of threw these together one day when I only needed 1 key left on my clan boss, and it just outdamaged everything else. It's sometimes kind of hard on these free-to-play accounts to go in and say, okay, today I'm just going to test a team and I'm not going to actually try and get my Ultra Nightmare key down, you know? So it was actually one of those days where I had already done 3 Maruka keys and I was lacking. It was close. I was lacking like 3 million damage or something, and I was like, you know what, here, let's have some fun and let's just throw some champions in there. And surprisingly, these guys just knocked it out of the park. So this has been my team ever since, which is nice because now we can do the Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare and at least get those chests daily. However, what would be even nicer is if we could actually get this to a 2 key, obviously. So that's why I'm still building up Emic and still gonna try and see if we can get something going with him, right? At the very least, there's also some comps that Emic could help us with the Iron Twins, something that I haven't actually touched yet so far, but I've seen some teams with like a double Paragon and an Emic, and they can basically just make your team unkillable, I believe, for the entire run, so that's kind of neat as well. Yeah, but I don't have a double, what's it called? I don't have a double Painkeeper, so for now, that's not really an option. But let's go in and summon some Void Shards, and who knows, we might actually get it. So I'm also going to try and get this 3000, so tomorrow with the double Ancients, I'm going to go all in and hopefully get this, at least get this 1 book, right? I don't care about these points. We don't have a Death Knight, so that doesn't really matter. This Soul, yeah, is also kind of whatever, you know. I'll probably just pull it after this session if we get the points, that is, at least. Actually, we won't even get that many points, right? We'll be lucky if we even get this with 4 Void Shards. So yeah. What is this red dot here? Oh, all right, more birthday points. Hooray! Let's see, what does that give us? Okay, a rare skill tome is not bad. I need that for my Painkeeper, so I'll take that. That's good. Let's see what we can pull here, guys. I don't think it's gonna be a legendary because this account has only pulled like 40, maybe 50 voids and already got 2 legendaries, one of them being Terrace, which is kind of insane, right? So yeah, probably I'll blues, but I think it's still kind of worth it to at least try your luck here. Earlier today on one of my alt accounts, I randomly pulled 5 shards and got the second man-eater for that account, so that was also kind of huge, you know. And if we pulled something like a man-eater or Demitha right now, we would probably have an even easier time building a new clan boss team. So that wasn't too interesting, unfortunately, but hey, you gotta work with what you have, you know. Yep, there you go. Gems, thank you. So I don't even know if we're gonna make this 3,000. That's gonna be completely be up to how many points we can actually get tomorrow, right? There is an opportunity for me perhaps to get the rosin fusion going. Because I have all these champions. I just need to level them up, right? Yeah. So maybe that's an option. We've just been hoarding silver, leveling food, basically. Oh, and there's another thing that I've slowly started to pick up again, which in the previous episode of this free-to-play account, I don't know if you guys picked that up or not, but the free-to-play account actually won. There it is. See that? This account actually has the Arbiter skin from that specific, I think it was a summon rush or champion, yeah, summon event. We picked that up. So I haven't been that busy with the Arbiter because I've been busy with Newt fusion, been busy with the Amic Trunk Heart fusion. The account's been busy, you know, but now we're kind of in a place where we can start picking it up again, and it just so happens to be that we have this open, so I guess we'll do that real quick, knock that out. And we're trying to 6-star Emic, so he's going to be the next Void champion that we ascend to 6-star. And yeah, that's basically what we've been doing on the free-to-play. I hope soon that we can show you some kind of interesting team, perhaps with Trunk Heart. I think this account is just crazy. I don't know if I really want to give it away, you know, because that's usually what I tend to do, is give these accounts away after I'm kind of done with them. But this account is so much fun, dude, that I'm not sure yet if I actually want to do that, because other than my main, I really enjoy playing this account. It's crazy. Like, Terrace is so much fun. That's another champion that works well with Brockney and Emic Trunk Heart, by the way, because unlike Seer, he extends the buffs on your champion, so he's a buff extender. It's a 4-turn cooldown, but Emic already brings that down a notch. Again, throw in a Painkeeper in there and you got yourself like a 2-turn cooldown going on. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that we can do with this account, and it's more of a time issue than it's a thing that if it's possible, yes or no, right? Because we need to farm gear, we need to farm books, and there's a lot of other stuff going on in my life right now. For instance, today there's a Pokemon Go Fest going on this weekend, so kind of busy with that with the kids. Last weekend I got Baldur's Gate 3, which is a phenomenal game. If you like RPGs at all, I highly recommend you checking out that game. I'm almost thinking of making some videos on that myself, because I think it's just so freaking fun to play. But yeah, that's gonna be it, I guess, for this week. If there's anything you guys noticed about the champions in my roster and you're like, hey dude, why don't you use this guy, or hey dude, isn't that a possibility you can use for a team or whatever? Or just anything in general that you noticed on my account that I'm not using quite yet that you think could possibly be something awesome? Let me know in the comments. And did you go for Amictron cart yourself? Are you using him? If so, where are you using him? Because he does have some different uses. In fact, I've used my level 50 in faction wars, and that already pushed my faction wars on this account, like 4 stages, I believe. So that was kind of nice as well. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice week, and hope to see you guys next week. Peace.